I'm starting an open heart movement. It's a fifth dimensional open heart movement to get back to the way it was and the way we were meant to be. Okay? Let's get to the second sentence in this. What is the greatest source of confusion in dating right now? The changing roles in masculine and feminine. Stereotypically, for all those 5,000 or 10,000 years, you had a masculine, aggressive male, and I like to call him Fred, like in Fred Flintstone. And you had a feminine, receptive female, Wilma. They did pretty good. They had their arguments. They had their differences. But they did pretty good. I think they stayed on the air for about 7 or 8 years or something. You know who that is?
Yes.
Okay. Anybody else not know who Fred and Wilma is? Okay, thank God. The Flintstones and the
Jetsons.
You're my kind of group. So, the masculine, assertive energy goes out with a stick, finds food to bring back. He's there to protect his family. He's there to be there for the wife, for the daughter, the prince searching for his princess, if he hasn't found her yet. Okay? Now, here's where it gets interesting. He's assertive and at times aggressive energies to find and pursue the person of his romantic dreams. It's in us, it's in men to go out and search and be assertive and find what you want, the work you want to do, the woman you want to be with. And when you find that person that because you've made that choice and decision, that's the kind of person that you want to bring home to mom, to dad, to family. And that's what men all want to do. I mean, good men. They want to find someone that they can win over. They want to find someone who values themselves, who they can pursue. Again, stay neutral here because it's really the way it is. This is the way we were brought up. We were brought up to go out and get what we wanted. Now, some people make an assumption that one role is more powerful than the other. It's not. Feminine has these roles over here. Masculine has these roles over here. One is not more powerful than the other. The feminine, receptive female decides who she allows and what she allows in her life. There's no more powerful or less powerful. It's just different. It's the way the world worked for so many thousands of years. Okay? So, it's important that a male, now these are the kinds of things that men right now may not admit to you because the roles have changed. Let's just go into that right now. The roles have changed in the last 30 or 40 years or so. To stay and be competitive in the workplace, women have gotten a lot more aggressive and assertive, and rightfully so. And really great things have happened. They now have the same wonderful jobs as men. A lot of those people that were in that movie theater, half of them, or even 2/3 of them, were women in very powerful positions in Hollywood. And they were there because they weren't happy. They spent all their lives up to that point searching for power and glory and fame. But what was missing was love. Someone to love in their lives. And when we stop for a moment in our crush, in our desire to go out there into the world to get what we want, third dimensional, We have to really stop and get back into the fifth dimensional, higher realms and higher levels to realize that we were all born pure love, weren't we? There wasn't a single person in that wasn't born pure love. It's our natural state. And when we take on all this third dimensional stuff, it becomes very awkward. It becomes difficult. It becomes unmanageable. And it's like wearing somebody else's shoes, the wrong size, and you're trying to go through life in shoes that don't fit, that don't feel good, but you're pushing ahead anyway. Because that's what we do. We don't stop and think, what is going on here? We just keep going, don't we? Third dimensional. Fifth dimensional is we stop, we meditate 20 minutes each day. If we can do it twice each day, I guarantee you that if you meditate 10 or 20 minutes each day, you will be slowing down enough to start hearing fifth dimensional information. That will bring you the happiness that you're looking for. But we're rushing so fast that we're not hearing that music. We're listening to another station. So, what men won't tell you is that we really thrive not just on the chase, and don't associate that with the negative game playing and the chase that we know that we may be associated with now. But for men to value women, we need to pursue you and try to win you over. We want you to be the prize that eventually decides on us that we're worthy of you. Boom, that's it right there. Yep. Bam. That's it. We truly want to do everything in our power. A good man, not one that's lost. A good man wants to do everything that we can to prove to you how desirable, able, skilled, and someone that should be respected. And we want, beyond a doubt, to find someone in our lives that we can cherish and be there for, and that we can embrace and claim as part of our lives. There's a lot of information on here. I knew we weren't going to get to all of it, but that's not the idea. The idea is that I wanted you to have this. We still have a few more minutes. So, when that energy, masculine and female energy, gets confused, it gets, you know, the men have not changed that much. The men have not changed that much. The women have gone through a tremendous change. So what that does is it dislodges us men from where we were, and we don't know what to do with ourselves to be with you. We don't know how to please you, because so many feminine women have turned to being masculine to compete in the world. So the challenge and the thrill of winning someone over, winning you over, many times is removed if you're single and you're at a dance or you're at an event. You might not know what's happening now, but when I was growing up, I went to school in Boston. What a great time to go to school in Boston in the 70s. It was just great. I used my assertiveness and my aggressiveness to find someone I wanted to be with and pursued them and tried to win them over. And it was a wonderful thing. But when that gets taken away from us, we don't know what to do. So if a feminine woman gets masculine in nature, what does she want to do? She wants to do the pursuing. She wants to pick the guy out. And, you know, for like the last 20 or 30 years, you might see a lot of guys scratching their head in social situations because we don't know what to do. So you know what we did? We became feminine and receptive to the aggressive, assertive females. And when you ask a guy, how do you like that? You know what he'll tell you these days? Love it. Love it. Get all I want.
Yeah, in Chicago, I work for somebody in a wheelchair, and he become healthier and healthier. And I tell him, no, you can look for a girl. And he said, oh, Lena, I can't look for a girl. You just close the eyes and pick one.
Okay, so that's exactly what happens. The women take the role of the masculine, assertive, and they choose who they want to be with. And what do us men do? We go, yeah, no, yeah, no. How freaking romantic is that? Okay, now when you women did it, it was romantic as hell. If you said yes to us,
yeah.
Oh my God. The one we were pursuing and wanted as our queen, our princess, our prize, if you eventually said yes to us, it was like, oh boy, knees started shaking, and then we really had to take you seriously. But when you women, not you, not in this room, we're set neutral, but when the women picked the men, we knew we were going to get lucky. We knew we were going to be easy. Do we value that? Secretly, don't let them tell you different. No.
No.
And that's made it even more difficult and more challenging. So it's amazing to come here for this weekend and hear people say, you got to shift from the third dimension to the fifth. It makes so much sense. My work makes more sense today than it did even yesterday. So when they say it turns the man's energy uncomfortable and receptive and makes him lazy and judgmental, what does that mean? Lazy and judgmental. Yes, no, yes, no. I can do it with her. No, I don't want to do it with her. It does not leave a lot of room for love.